Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the GROW program. Thanks for growing with me, kings and queens. You remember when you was a kid and you used to take two magnets and try to push them together, and no matter how you tried, you couldn't push those magnets together. It wouldn't work. That's kind of like how God's plan is, when it comes to evil and the Lord, because God's will is going to work. But the evil trying to come together and put a plan together and trying to mix with God and disrupt God's plan, no matter how you try, the evil is not going to work. You can't push that together because it ain't going to work. It's God's plan. It's all going to work out for those who love the Lord. It's going to work out for good. We got to have trust and faith in God, people. We got to step out on faith in God. We need to hold our families together. We do. Hold one another up. Lift one another up. Stop tearing one another down. Stop even asking about folks, because see, once you start asking about folks, that just open up the door for you to get to talking about them. Let me tell you something. Oppression. It's different forms of oppression. Oppression has trickled down from this country, generation after generation, from our ancestors on down to us in the community and how we doing one another. Oppression comes in many forms, like I said. It's oppression how we take advantage of folks, how our heart ain't right. How people can stand in front of folks, God's people, and take advantage of them and use them, and manipulate a situation to their own advantage. There's no way one person, we all God's creation, we all God's own, but there's no way one person should be at an elevated position to take advantage of other people. You gonna have other people these people ain't making it. They having a hard time, but they got to give you 10% of their income. Then on top of that, you want to ask for an airplane. Then on top of that, you want to ask $300, to teach you how to pray. You got people on TV who asking for money. You're in a better position than the people that's listening to you, that's watching you on TV. How you gonna turn around, get on TV and pay, and then turn around and ask the people who watching you to turn around, send some money in to you? These people already out here struggling. They looking to you for help. But you taking advantage of the situation, trying to go in their pockets. I appreciate and thank God for people like Bernie Sanders, who took advantage of a situation and turned it around for good. He donated $1.8 million to charity there in the state of Vermont to help Meals on Wheels, different things as programs got cut by the previous administration. And to help our folks. I appreciate people who come together like that. That's what we supposed to be. That's what the church really is. The church is not about taking. The church is not about getting. The church is supposed to be about giving. You supposed to be already be giving out the word of God, but see, on top of that, you supposed to get 10% of everybody's income, inside people's pocket. That ain't right. You supposed to be on here telling the goodness of the Lord and not expecting anything in return except for what God got for you in the spirit world. What are you waiting for you? But see, you down here want to take advantage of folks, I have people that talk to me about different things like this. Religion is man-made, and it's about money and control. That's what it is. See, Africans are spiritual. We're spiritual people. We're not bound under religious law. That's one thing we need to understand and come up out of Christianity, come up out of these different holidays and different things, getting caught up in all this other foolishness. This stuff don't mean nothing to us. It really don't even mean nothing to them. You see where the GOP lawmakers was at 2 years ago on the 4th of July? They spent it over in Russia. They wasn't over here celebrating, watching fireworks over here with us somewhere. They over there with Russia. Seeing what Vladimir Putin got going on. So that lets you know right there, the holidays over here don't mean nothing to them no way. They trying to overthrow the government. They doing some different things. See the evil over there doing. And these Democrats, they slow walking it. But these evil people still working. See the demon got defeated on January 6th, but don't think that the devil gonna stop. Don't think that's going to end all. Because, see, you already had the woman on there tweeting out where Nancy Pelosi location was. And you see where she at right now. She's still up there in the House of Representatives, walking around with pistols. Crazy. It's some crazy stuff going on right now. But see, what I do is put it in the hands of the Lord. And one thing you got to do also, you got to tune out this TV. Because this TV will have you crazy. Sitting up here listening, wondering what they're going to do next, where they at, all this other foolishness. This is real life. This what's going on. But see, we got somebody in control. We got the Lord. And we got the beloved ancestors who working things out for us in our behalf. Whether the man overthrow the government or not, whatever you do, God done told me and the ancestors have told me that Donald Trump and the Trump administration and the Q9, the Proud Boys, white supremacy, whatever they want to call themselves, is not our problem. Don't worry about that. See, they got that evil under control. You ain't got to worry about that evil. That evil ran up in the Capitol building. That evil wasn't even riding around looking for you. That evil could have went down to Georgia, South Carolina, Virginia, anywhere looking for some of us. That evil went for the lawmakers. So see, now it's up to them to get ready to get some stuff changed. But so in the meantime, people, what we need to do is start working on us, quietly building, quietly rising, quietly growing, quietly reaching our greatness in God, not worrying about what this evil doing. So, you can go ahead and turn on Little House on the Prairie, turn on something positive, and take your mind and focus off of that. Put it in the hands of the Lord, apply that Bible in righteousness and walk out on faith. Step out in power. Don't worry about what Kevin McCarthy went down there to talk about. Don't worry about what they doing up here in the Capitol building. Don't worry about what's going on with the white supremacy playing next. So don't worry about the evil. God say don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Give it over to him. Let him handle it. This is his battle. I'm just a soldier in it, and I'm doing my fighting right here. Fighting this oppression and helping us overcome oppression. See, God got people in different places. He got people in different positions. He got folks here, there, and everywhere. Just as you saw, just as I told you, God put a good man, Mr. Goodman, in the way of the evil up there in the Capitol building and ran the evil the other way. So, see, you ain't even got to worry about the evil. Evil is all around us. It's evil all out there. Evil outside right now. Waiting to get in, and we let it in. But see, what you got to do is cut out the chaos, negativity, and drama. Don't let that evil in. Don't let that evil even start working on you. Don't turn on them soap operas. Don't turn on that drama. Turn it on to the Lord. Meditate it to him. Give it over to him. Don't, because see, once you start feeding into that chaos, negativity, and drama, there goes you, by the grace of God, there go I. So, no, don't feed into that. Leave that alone and keep walking in the Lord, walk in faith, walk in power, walk in royalty. Hand it over to God. We can't do it. We can't do it by ourselves. We can't. I'm telling you, as you can see, I can get on one about God. When it comes to the Lord, I talk about the Lord, honey, because that's who carried me through. That's who pulled me through, told me, I got you, don't worry about nothing. He took care of the kids, made sure they was straight, so then I could focus on him. And that's what I did. Start focusing on the Lord and my walk with God. Because God will make a way. He'll put you in a quiet place so you get to listen to him and hear exactly what it is he got planned out for you. See, I was looking at some old paperwork that I had back in 2013. When I was writing down the vision of what's happening right now. Here it is. It's coming to fruition. What's getting ready to happen and how African people gonna rise. I'm just looking over my old notes and stuff and seeing how the Lord brought me through to get here to talk about and tell you how to overcome oppression, how to reach your greatness. Because see, I was going through, and don't trust me, the storm still come, the rain still come. But see, I know that joy coming in the morning. The sun gonna shine again. Yesterday it was cloudy, rainy, snowing, all this other stuff. But today is bright and shiny. I'm looking at the sun. It's shining, it's reflecting, it's beautiful. The sun gonna shine again. God is there. God ain't gone. Sometimes we branch off, do our own thing. Like I told you with the tree. We branch out, start doing different things. But look, we still rooted in God. God ain't let go of us and we ain't let go of him. So what we got to do is turn around and give it back over to the Lord. Turn it around and give it back over to God, people. I'm telling you, stop worrying and stressing about stuff. It's going to work out. We got to get us all out the situation. Stop, putting us all involved in the midst of things. Thinking we all in control of this. We got all this. I got this. Look, I got this. You ain't got nothing. Ain't even got you. You don't need to get you right. Before you call yourself getting ready to start controlling some other things and thinking you running something and think you got the show and ain't got the show. Ain't even part of the show. Don't even know the show. But you want to run it. That's what I'm saying. These people, they got to get themselves together. I don't know what's going on with these GOP folks, except they plotting. They evil and they plotting. That's all, and all of them ain't evil. All of them ain't. There's some good there. It is. I really appreciate my senator from Illinois. I appreciate Mitt Romney. I appreciate Liz Cheney. I appreciate the ones who are beginning to see that, hey, look, this ain't where the Republican Party was. This ain't where we want to go. This ain't where we trying to be, because the RNC said we stand behind one man. And so now what? Who you stand behind now, RNC? He gone. So what you going? What's the agenda? That's what I want to know. What is the agenda? What are you planning on doing? What y'all plotting? What you got going on? Let me know. I'm part of the American people. I want to ask the GOP. Maybe when I get done with this, I get on Twitter and start asking some questions, see if I get some answers. I about won't, because evil don't tell the good what they doing. They don't plot with the good. They plot amongst the evil. But like I said, God is in control. I ain't even gonna really stress about what the evil doing because God is in control. We just gotta trust and have faith in the Lord. He gonna work the situation out for our good anyway. Regardless, just like he did on January 6th, just like he always does. He work it out for those who love the Lord. That's who it work out for. So, greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. People all over the world, kings and queens, we're going to reach our greatness like the great mountain. That's going to be part of our logo or something. I might put a mountain up there instead of my face. Put a mountain up there and to remind us we got to reach our greatness. That's just not on Sunday. It ain't on Saturday. It ain't Saturday night when you think about church the next morning. It ain't Monday evening when you're over church. It ain't Wednesday when you're halfway through. It's every single day. We're going to reach our greatness in God every single day. We're going to represent the Lord every single day. We're going to represent God in our actions every single day. We're going to represent God how we walk, how we act, every single day. That's how we reach our greatness in God. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom all over the world. Let's rise, kings and queens.